time.
I'm on a new level.
No regrets, born to shine.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, we wrap up Wild Card Weekend. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers on Monday Night Prime Time.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go from Santa Clara. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And look, it's set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing to begin. It's Hurts. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest game.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Man in motion, heading left. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. They'll try to convert it on third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest game.
First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
First down, Philadelphia.
He'll get this out wide.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Hit by the four-time All-Pro Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
We talked at the start of the game, Mike, the energy in this stadium, and now after that early turnover, it's certainly not going to help quiet this crowd. They clearly came into this game facing an uphill battle, and they've made it here even harder on themselves with that early turnover.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Again, it's McCaffrey. He's inside the 25. And he will score. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Makes the score Niners 7, Eagles nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Wes Watkins going to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Fake the give. Now it's Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often, and when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Hurts working in the pistol. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. Up the side, past midfield. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Eagles.
Great.
And in motion is Brown. A first down throw for Hurts. Now he's free at the 35. And he's into the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
That ties the game at 7.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Get set.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the 23, here's second and 9.
Get set.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snagged. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First and 10.
49er, first down.
Get set.
First and 10 at the
30 going to give this one to McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 9. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Watch out! Yellow. Up.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy.
The second down pass. Campbell on the stop. Brought down back at the 27.
It is 3rd and long.
Just yellow. Watch out! Up.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This one from 43 yards away. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the 49ers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Good forward for maybe a yard. Alfred Collins there to bring him down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
9. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9.
On Silver, ready?
Once again, it's Barkley. And he's going to get the first down. He is up past the 35-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagles first down.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. And I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Hey, Silver. 73.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Open man downfield is Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter complete here in this Monday finale on Wild Card Weekend. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Barkley. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground. Man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And it'll be marked down at the 7, and it will set up 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
181.
Here's Barkley. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
One more time, they try Barkley. And this time, he will work his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Caught. This is Ayuk. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
18. Watch out.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Loss of 6.
Jalen Carter getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
On 2nd down, Purdy. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Outside. 30, watch out.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. It's good for a Niners first down. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. Puff running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Kyle Juszczyk, touchdown, 49ers. Pinheiro on for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of the yard brings up second and 11 at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He's got room to the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down. They'll come up here first and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Forced out wide. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
A run with Barkley. He is belting in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
He'll get this one complete to Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27. And in motion is Brown. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he will score! A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And he goes nowhere. Buried back the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. There's Evans. He's got it. The Niners use the first of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 17-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
At the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Third down. They need 5.
Get set. Get set.
Once again, they keep it on the ground. McCaffrey, first down and more. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Outside.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Get set. Get set. 53.
To throw on first down is Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk.
And that should have been a big one. There's no excuse to drop a ball like that. A sure-handed receiver that's this good. I'm not sure if he just didn't track it. I'm not sure if he lost sight of it for a split second. But you get open downfield at this level, that's got to be a big play.
2nd and 10.
Outside. 18.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. This is intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You on low. Great. Set. King. Field King. Field King. Go.
Now this looks like a design run. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up second and
From the 48-yard line, here's second down. Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
That is caught out wide on the RPO. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat.
Now, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Man in motion is Brown. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Now he'll run. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Great. Set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Now a give, but here comes a reverse.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They were prepared for it. And they held it to a modest game.
Barkley. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on play. It's now 3rd.
He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
49ers 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
1st and 10. Purdy. In the middle of the field, he's got Evans. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll go back to Evans. He's got another one. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. This duo, dynamite. 18 yards on that connection and another 1st.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Get set. 19.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to McCaffrey. be able to muster a couple of yards. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Third and 7. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Purdy on target to Ayuk, and the 49ers have a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. To throw, it's Purdy. That's complete. It's the rookie from Ole Miss. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
On first and 10, it's Purdy. Into space. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
So in those one-on-one situations, Mike, so often the quarterbacks love attacking those guys in single coverage. The problem is, if you're not perfect with your ball placement and your timing, and that defensive back gets his hands on the ball, there's no one around to make the tackle, and he's off to the races.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles are going to extend their lead.
That's the score. Eagles 35, 49ers 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And this will wind up a Niners first down as he is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Purdy on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down. On the give, it's McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey on the handoff.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Get set, get set. 21, 21. Yellow. Up.
Here's Purdy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. Third down coming up.
Get set, get set. RT, what's up? 53. Up.
Back to the air is Purdy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Yellow. Outside. Line around up. Yellow. Up.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on fourth and long.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This yellow. Yellow.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good. Eagles. A gain of 12. First down, Eagles.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And a second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes third down.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is third down.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And an Eagle.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
The 32-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try to run here with Barkley. They'll put him down right at the 20, but they'll also move the sticks. That is a first down picked up.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 8 at the 49ers.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
No touch. No touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Eagles. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return is Ricky Pearsall. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's Purdy on first and 10. Pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's taken down just shy of midfield. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Going up top for Evans. That's the fourth time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Makuba. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
Once again, it's Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's Barkley. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Yep.
On third down, they'll go with Shipley. And will be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles.